Hi, Tom Cole for the Steve Taylor Community Star, and boy, we've got a star for you today. It's an honor for me and Supercross to welcome in Brad Toft, the CEO of our Ys, our great Ys, 11 Ys that he oversees, roughly 100,000 people using those Ys. Brad's been connected with the YMCA for going on 33 years. Your dad got you involved in the YMCA. You've been CEO for 11. Brad, that's a hell of a resume. But we were talking off air. How does it make you feel? Because I can only imagine when you go to work every day. First of all, you're doing this great work in the community, so it's got to make you feel good every day. And I know there's always issues and problems. Everybody has them. But you're helping people every gosh darn day. You're making their lives better every day, knowing that your father did the same thing, and he got you into the Y, and now your son is working for a Y someplace. What's that family feel all about?
You know, growing up, the Y is a good place.
Yeah.
It just felt good. And, you know, as you think your career path, it's like, you know what, I want to do good in the world.
Right.
And the Y, everybody that comes to us is positive. And it is just an honor to be able to do that. And I'm extraordinarily proud that I'm following my dad's footsteps, and my son is following in mine, which is pretty cool.
People don't know, because you and I have been down so many roads. My family used the Y, my kids used the Y, they went through all your
I used the Y
cross,
since I was a little boy.
They used, my kids used all the programs, we used the daycare, we used the pool, we used the camps, we did all wonderful experiences. But I don't know if everybody knows all the programs and all the reach that the Y has. And I know it would take all day to do it, but you give us some of the bullet points of, you know, the community service that is done at the Y every day.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we, as you said, we do so much.
Yeah.
You know, we got the swimming, the sports, the wellness, camps. You know, what people don't really realize is the level of scope of our work, like in childcare. We play a great role in education through our preschool program that helps kids be kindergarten ready, our before and after school program, where today we're so focused on the social and emotional well-being of the kids. We have a Y Achievers program that really is designed to help kids graduate from high school. Chronic disease prevention space that people don't know, we have a diabetes prevention program, a Live Strong Cancer Survivor program, a youth weight management program, and a number of others that we do so much more than people realize.
Oh, absolutely. It's mind-boggling to me when you start to get into the direct impact that you and your staff have in the community. Overall, what would be the number of employees that people you're employing through the Ys in our communities? What would that number be roughly?
Yeah, and I'm glad you said that, because you know, you said I'm the superstar here. My staff are the superstars.
Right.
We got a great team. We have about 165 full-time staff and about 1,200 part-time.
1,200.
So it's a pretty big operation.
Yeah. So you're not only helping our community in such a direct level, but you're helping the local economy, also providing employment for folks doing good work, and I'm sure that those folks get a break at the Y with their families, right?
Absolutely, that's one of the benefits of working. And the other thing I'd say that people don't realize, you guys know this, we hire, in a lot of cases, it's somebody's first job.
Yeah.
So we are really preparing them for their lifelong
Their
employment.
professional life.
Yeah, for sure.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Cross is a big Y man, I know.
Oh yeah, I've been going to the Y since I was a little boy. I mean, real little, like 7 or 8 years. But you've been CEO of the YMCA for many years now. What really drives you moving forward? What excites you in the community? What do you want to see happen in the future?
Absolutely. First of all, Toledo's a great place.
Yes.
I mean, I've been here 10 years and we are happy and people care, the community leadership cares, which isn't always the case, I will tell you. You know, with the Y, what we want to do is be able to broaden and expand our impact so that little boys that come to the Y like you did have an opportunity to really have a chance at a successful future.
Okay.
That's why we're here.
And there's plenty of opportunities too.
For sure.
Yes,
Yeah, for
there's
sure.
plenty
There's a
of
lot of need in our community and we're there in every neighborhood doing the work.
Off of what you guys would kind of discuss, can you be a little bit more specific now that the students are back in school?
Yeah.
What type of programs will you actually be offering?
Yeah, for sure. So the child care that I mentioned before and after school care, we got our sports that will be starting up, swim lessons, swim team, gymnastics. Our summer camp transitions into a summer camps as school groups that we host virtually every week, which is good. We also do arts and humanity classes, then the wellness activities that really goes on and on.
Beautiful, absolutely.
You know, Cross, unfortunately, and Brad knows this, how many drownings happen every summer with young people that, you know, don't learn how to swim. And you can drown in 4 feet of water. I mean, it's amazing. I spent a summer.
You can actually drown in 6 inches of water.
Yeah, I spent a summer in lifeguarding at quarries, that were like 200 feet deep. Unfortunately, those things happen every summer, and so a lot of times people don't learn how to swim. And I can tell you, everybody in my family learned to swim at the Y.
Yes.
And that's not a small thing.
Right.
You grow up as an adult and you're around water. People are involved in boating, and you'd be surprised at people that are on boats, or even people that water ski, and they don't know how to swim. That's the Y does that. They do everything so well, but to me, that's always a big thing in the summer is the Y teaches young kids how to swim, and they do it well because I've seen it.
I have 2 responses to that. First of all, the safety aspect of it is so important.
Yeah.
But also the growth that the kids have as they progress through the classes.
Right.
It's
Yes,
unbelievable.
yes.
They feel good about themselves.
You can see it right in front of you.
Yeah.
And the other thing I'd say, we're really excited about partnering with the city of Toledo and building a new Wayman Palmer Y, which will have a swimming pool that we can deliver water safety to that community in such a good way.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Brad, if you can ballpark it for us, maybe a lot of people are thinking, God, I'd like to get my family involved in the Y, What is the ballpark figure? I know you can't give it exact, but say a family of 4 or so want to use the Y for the year. What would be a ballpark figure for them?
Our membership rates are based on household income.
Okay.
And we did that to make it affordable for most people. And so there's 4 tiers that a family will self-identify, and then they reinforce that with backup in a couple of weeks. But for a family membership, for the top rate, and these are folks that make over $75,000 a year, is $72 a month, and then it goes down to about 50 some. So it's very inexpensive.
How affordable is that?
Yes.
I mean, you're getting family,
And that's for a family.
Correct.
Your whole family can take advantage of the Y from the top of 72 and the low of 50.
Right.
I mean, that's incredible.
Well, and what's cool, if somebody needs help beyond that, we provide financial assistance
Okay.
for that. So we turn no one away due to their inability to pay. Our volunteers raise money every year to help fill that gap for us, and we're proud of that.
I've had some people concerned about your swimming pools closing. I think it was last week, or is it this week?
This week is the first week that some of them are closed.
Right. So I just want you to like tell the audience and give the audience legitimate reasons why those decisions were made.
Yeah, fair enough. Our outdoor pool season has come to an end on a full-time basis, and that we'd love to keep them over longer, but all of our staff are going back to college.
Okay.
And frankly, we were lucky to keep our pools open as long as we were this summer, given all the employment challenges.
Right.
And then we have 2 indoor pools, I think, that are going through their annual maintenance, and that's 2 tied to when the guards had to leave, and we kind of recycle a new one.
Okay.
So they'll be open up. We do have pools open in the association. I think the West Pool's open, Francis is open.
Okay.
So we'd love to have them come.
So you want to repeat that again? There are pools open.
There are pools open. And, and people think that in some ways that we want to close them. We would keep them open if we could. What we do.
The kids go back to school. I mean, I worked in.
And then a lot of lifeguards were college
Yeah, I
students.
worked in the aquatics for the Lucas County Recreation Center for the quarries and the rec center pools, and I did it forever. And I ran those organizations for a while, and the kids go back to school, and it's a summertime part-time job, and they go back to school.
Right.
And schools start so much earlier now.
That's exactly
that's another issue.
If you remember back in the day, school didn't start till September.
Now it starts. Now it starts so much earlier, and I can tell you the jobs that you're providing for these young high school and college kids, it meant so much to me. I mean, I learned so much. It's kind of a lot of times your first job. You learn you have to show up, you have to be professional, you have to be
social.
you have to be responsible. You handle problems. If you're working around a pool, believe me, there are issues and problems, and you have to learn how to diplomatically, let's talk about this. We'll fix this situation. It's great learning experience.
And the responsibility of protecting lives.
Yes.
I mean,
that's very
important. Underestimate
you, Brad.
We give them.
You take your eye off the pool for 10 seconds,
Could be trouble.
and I'm telling you, there could be a little kid who goes under that you have to be on your A game.
And it doesn't take long.
Oh,
No,
Cross, it does not take long.
No.
And you have to be on your A game all the time. And I was always amazed, I don't mean this in a pejorative way, but occasionally there were some parents that they'd be sitting off in the grass area or whatever, and like they're not watching. And the kid is little, and they're in the pool, and I'm going, whoa, hey, you know. And I actually
Where's your parents?
Yeah, we had to actually sometime, hey, I just picked him up off the bottom of the pool.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna have to come over and sit right by here and watch, or he cannot be in the pool. I mean, you have to get to that point.
Protecting the kids is a joint responsibility.
It is, absolutely. And let's say they have income that, you know, they're comfortable, things are going well for them, and they want to give back to the community. Is there a way that they could reach out to you at the Y and say, hey, I want to donate money to the Y for, I don't know if they can specify it to a certain area or just in general, but I know there are people, so many people out there that appreciate the work that you and your staff are doing and maybe would like to donate. How would that work?
Yeah, they can certainly reach out to us directly or access our website. We have a giving page on our website.
Okay.
www.ymcatoledo.org.
Okay, it's that simple.
And they can define it to whatever branch, and in the comments, they can put whatever program they'd like to support.
We're so proud to have you in. The impact that the Ys have in our communities are far-reaching. You know, we talked about this before, the Malcolm Gladwell book about tipping point. You are creating a tipping point in our community. All great change comes from local opportunities, and it ripples out further.
Yeah.
You're doing that every day. You're making a difference. The impact is incredible, and we're proud to make you our Steve Taylor Community Star.
Well, Tom, I tell you, no organization does it alone.
Yeah.
It requires community leadership to step forward, which the Taylor family does over and over again. So it all works together.
Steve and his
Nice
father.
to have you in, Brad.
You too.
Really appreciate it, man.
And thanks, Brad. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Tom Cole for Supercross, and we're so honored to have Brad here today from the Ys, and thank you so much for being with us on the Steve Taylor Community Star.